So today we are going to learn about the fried liver attack, and this opening is one of the best for white, and it's quite aggressive and easy to play. And I will also show you traps along the way that you can use to checkmate your opponent in just a few moves. So let's get started. So after e45, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, here black goes for knight f6. Then we go for knight to g5, threatening a fork on f7. Now the only option to prevent this is by playing d5. If you place anything like h6, then you'll just capture this pawn and you're winning. So d5. Now you just take this pawn, hitting this knight. Now the common responses by black are knight takes d5 and knight to a5. If knight takes d5, the most common, then we're just going to play knight takes f7, forking the queen and the rook. So he got a take, otherwise he will lose material. Then you follow up with queen f3 check, hitting this knight and the king. Now black have the following responses: king g8, queen f6, king to e8, and there's also the best one, king e6. Let's look at them one by one. If king to g8, then you just take this knight, and after he blocks with the bishop, you can just take, and it's a checkmate in just 9 moves. And here, if he plays king to e8, then you will take this knight with the bishop. The most common move is knight to d4, played around half a million times, attacking the queen and threatening a 4-1 c2. But then queen to f7 is a checkmate. And here if he tries to offer a trade of queens, then you can just take the queen. He takes, then just take this knight, and now you are up by a pawn. And black also have this isolated pawn which you can target later, and this is slight better for white here. But what if here he plays the best move, king to e6, defending the knight. Now don't start giving random checks. Instead, just play knight c3, increasing the pressure on this knight. Now black got to defend it like this or like this. Going back is passive because it blocks the queen and the bishop. Therefore, he goes knight to b4, defending the knight and also attacking this pawn. Then you just castle here. At any point he takes this pawn, you don't have to worry about this rook as it's doing nothing. Instead, you are going to take this knight and continue with your attack by bringing the rook in the center and d4. But here he will play c6 first, defending this knight. Then you just go for d4. Now here, if he captures this pawn, attacking the rook, then you can just play d takes e5. He takes the rook, then you can just take, and after he takes, you will just bring in the rook, and then continue your attack, and you will be able to checkmate black soon. And here if he goes for e takes d4, then there's rook to e1 check, which is already bad. So he will try playing queen f6, trying to somehow trade the queens to stop the attack, as he is up a knight. Against that, he will play queen e2. Let's say he plays bishop e7, opening up the rook. Then you will play f4. Now this knight is still pinned, and now this is over for black here, because if he tries to run away like this, then you will just take here. Then after he takes, we will take, and you can checkmate white easily. So if this video was helpful, then don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming videos.